In this short video I'm going to show you how Sky Pronunciation works. When we enter the program, we need to log in. This means that a record of our scores will be stored in our own progress file. We'll be looking at this later on. I will log in as a registered user. Now, this is the main menu page. As you can see, Sky Pronunciation is divided into 5 sections. Let's look at the phonemic alphabet in English first. This section focuses on sounds. Let's look at the sounds of English. Now, this is where learners begin to build up their awareness of the sounds. Here they can study the different sounds, vowel and consonants. If I click on languages, I can see, for example, which sounds are problematic for speakers of, let's say, Chinese. Now, we click on a letter and then we click again to hear it.
A.
We can also hear words that use this letter.
Sat. Chap.
Let's look at some consonant sounds.
D. Guy.
We can compare that with similar sounds.
Th. Thigh.
Having explored the sounds of English, it's time to learn them. Let's look at the vowel sounds. Sky Pronunciation helps you to learn the sounds by separating them into easy-to-learn chunks. Let's learn the short vowels.
I. O. E.
Now, when you're ready, you can go to the test.
A. O. A. E.
Every time you do this exercise, the sounds will appear randomly. You can learn and test the rest of the vowel sounds and the consonant sounds in a similar way. The next exercise is called Word Sound Test. Here you hear one word.
Shear.
And you have to decide which of the 4 words you hear. When you've finished each item, you can then listen to each of the words.
Share. Shear. Shore. Shower.
Before going on to the next item.
Part.
In the next exercise, transcribing, you have to type the words that you see in English. If you have a problem, you can click on the individual letters to hear them. W, O, Ch, Sh, O, T. There are hundreds of items in this exercise which come up in batches of 20 at a time. The next exercise is called Matching Words. Here you must match words with their vowel components. You can listen to the different sounds.
O. A.
Then you drag the words into the correct columns. All the vowel sounds and some consonants are practiced in this way. The next exercise, Grammar Sounds, tests sounds with a grammar function, that is, words ending in S and verbs ending in ED. Let's do words ending in S. You have to listen,
Sits.
and then decide if the speaker pronounced the final S as a S or as a Z.
Sits. Dances. Chiefs. Hands. Clocks.
The last exercise in this section is called Make Your Own Test. Let's do a consonant test. Here you can choose up to 4 letters at a time to practice. Let's do s, sh and ch.
Shore, soap, shove, chair, sort.
Having covered the sounds of English, the learner can move on to putting sounds together in words and sentences. Similar sounds gives extensive minimal pairs practice. When you go to the main menu, you'll see that there are 12 vowel sets and 12 consonant sets. If you click into the question mark areas, you can explore the different sound sets. Let's do sh, s and ch. We'll choose practice words at a low level. Here you can see words along the grid and words down the grid. You can click on the words to hear them.
Match, mash,
Then you click on the Play Pair button,
chuck, match,
and you must click at the point on the grid where they meet.
suck, mash, shell, mash, sell, match,
etc. In practice words at a high level, the boxes do not disappear.
sell, mash, sell, sue, match, chuck.
In practice sentences, you play the sentence
He asked for 3 witches.
and you have to decide which word you heard.
Who's doing the washing? He injured his shin.
If you have a problem, you can click on Show Sentence to give you the context. Section 3 is called Word and Phrasal Stress. Let's go to the test exercises and do the first exercise called Listen and Click. We'll do words with 3 syllables. Here we have to listen to words and decide where the stress falls in that word.
Extinguish,
Extinguish,
mountaineer,
mountaineer,
beautiful, somebody, manager.
With phrases, let's go to phrases with 3 syllables. You have to decide which of the 3 words is stressed.
How are you? Who is that? I don't know. They're in bed.
In Find the Odd Word Out, you hear 6 words.
Exam, career, finish, cassette, success, suggest.
And you have to decide which word is stressed differently. Here the answer is finish. In 2-syllable nouns and verbs, you have to decide where the stress falls in words that can be stressed both with the first or the second syllable.
You'll need to project your voice. I have a new contract. Don't desert me.
And the last part, compound words, you start off by making compound nouns or adjectives or verbs. When you have finished putting the words together, you can then listen and decide where the stress is.
Good-natured, lipstick.
Section 4 is called Stress and Rhythm. This is all about connected speech, i.e. weak forms, linking, elision, assimilation and intonation. It takes the form of a tutorial with repetition drills and some exercises. Let's have a look at linking. Here we learned that if a word finishes with a consonant and the next word begins with a vowel, the consonant moves to the next word. So instead of saying stand up, we say stand up. Let's have a listen.
Stand up.
A nice lolly.
Later on, we can practice it in two different ways. By listening and repeating.
Shut your eyes.
Shut your eyes.
Come off it.
Come off it. Or by back chaining. And with back chaining we can click to see the text.
Rise.
Rise.
Your eyes.
Your eyes.
Shut your eyes.
Shut your eyes. Or we can hide the text.
Rise.
Rise.
Your eyes.
Your eyes.
Shut your eyes.
Shut your eyes. The last section is called Rhythms from Rainland, and this is a practice section. Let's look at it in terms of topic menu and rhymes. Jack and Jill. Now Jack and Jill is a video exercise. We can do this in two ways. We can do it as a tutorial or all the way through. As a tutorial, you will get spaces where you can repeat after the speaker. Please note that in the program itself there is no problem between picture and sound synchronization.
We're going to do a nursery rhyme called Jack and Jill. I want you to repeat exactly what you hear. I will leave a space for you to repeat after each bit. Okay? Tup the hill.
Tup the hill.
Went up the hill.
Went up the hill. You can also see the text, you can see the stresses, and you can see the changes that take place when we speak English quickly. You can also do the exercise all the way through.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
To fetch a pail of water.
To fetch a pail of water.
Jack fell.
As well as video exercises, there are also audio exercises. Let's have a look at one. Here you can do it all the way through and bit by bit, but you can also do it by back chaining. Let's try this.
Had a baby.
Had a baby.
Miss Susie had a baby.
Miss Susie had a baby.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
She named him Tiny Tim.
She named him Tiny Tim.
In the bathtub.
As I mentioned at the beginning, when you log in, a record of all your scores is kept. In order to access this record, you go to the Go button and then click on the Progress hot link. Here we can see the progress that I have made in the phonemic alphabet in English. My most recent scores are on the left and my previous scores are on the right. So you can see that, for example, I started off with 57% in short vowels, but after 4 exercises I have got my score up to 92%. Sky Pronunciation has a set of different recording tools for the learner to listen and then repeat. This is the basic recording tool. Let's see it in action.
Merry,
Merry. Merry. I hope this demonstration has given you some idea about how Sky Pronunciation works. Please contact us for more information or for a free trial.